All right, welcome everybody. My name is Robert. I'm the product manager here at LeanSwift. And in this video, I'm going to give you a quick demo of our sales rep add-on. This is a standalone module on top of Base eConnect that we've been offering for a while. But now in connection with our 15.3 release here in December 2015, we're rolling out some enhancements of this add-on that I wanted to show you. Let's get started here. As you can see, I'm in Magento admin on the start page here. I'm not going to talk so much in this video about some of the background setup. I just want to quickly show you, if we switch over to M3 here, kind of the base premise for what we're trying to do. In M3, we have a number of sales reps configured. In my case, I've got a couple of these that I've labeled RB, so on. For example, RB910, let's look at that guy. He is connected, if I move back to the customer master, to a number of my test customers. So if I go in, for example, and look at the details of this RB101, you can see here on the second panel that RB910 is the sales rep that's responsible for this customer. In the same way, if we back out of there and we go into this other customer, you'll see that also RB910 is the sales rep that is responsible for customer RB201. So we've got a sales rep that's associated with one or more customers in M3. Of course, the sales rep themselves are configured within M3. Both as a sales rep, so from M3 version 13 and on, they need to be configured both as a sales rep, salesperson here in CRS 100, as well as a user in MNS 150. Normally, we see the sales rep be defined with an email address in M3, but if they're not, then we have added a way in eConnect to apply a temporary email address, since this is one of the mandatory fields within Magento. So that's what we have within M3. If we now move back to Magento, I wanted to show you we have added a new section under the customers that we called Manage Sales Representative. If we go in here, this is the table where we bring in all of the sales reps that has been found in M3. As you can see, we bring in the code, the name, their phone number, if there is one on the record in M3, as well as their email address. And if there isn't an email address, like we can look at this first rep 0001, for example, you see that we're using the first four positions of the first name, the sales rep code at example.com, just to make that address stand out so that an admin can go in here and correct that and add an appropriate address before the sales rep is being used. So this is the new sales rep table. That's really the first part of the process of creating a sales rep within Magento. The second step is that we create a Magento user, because the end goal is for the sales representative to be able to log on to Magento, view and manage the customer information for all of their customers, as well as view orders and other information, and finally to be able to place orders on behalf of all of their customers. And in order to be able to do that in Magento, the sales rep also has to exist as a Magento user. So we have two background jobs that we've added to eConnect here. The first one that brings over the sales rep and populates this table, and a second background job that takes and reads through this table and generates a Magento user for each of these sales reps. And that last part can also be done manually from here by checking a number of sales reps, going up to Actions, Create User, and pressing Submit. That will then invoke that second background job to go ahead and create the users in the Magento user table. Now, once both of these things are in place, I'm going to log out of here. I'm currently logged in as an admin. We're going to log in as this rep RB910. And when I do that, I'm first presented, as you can see, with a very stripped down version of Magento Admin for those of you that are familiar with this. By default, I'm brought into my Manage Customers view, which is the simple customer grid showing just the customers that I am responsible for. I also have the ability then to, under the sales section, go into orders, invoices, and shipments. So if we just have a quick look, I'm going to open up one of these customers, see that we can access all of the customer information within the record, as well as log in as this customer. We're going to come back to that in a second. I just want to cover the other parts within Magento Admin here that are available. So we're going to go back and we're going to look at the sales and orders. Now this then shows a combined view of all the orders for all of my customers. If I go in and open up any of these, I can drill down from here to view invoices, any credit memos, shipments, RMAs, as well as the comment transaction history of that order. I'm not able from within here, even though to a certain extent you see some of these options, I cannot create a new credit memo, create an RMA, or edit, cancel, hold, and so on any of the existing orders. I can only view. We'll go back from here. Instead, we jump into the invoices section. In the same way, this shows me a combined view of all the invoices for my customers. And if I have then a certain invoice number or order number or customer name and so on, I can search them out and find it this way. And the same thing goes for shipments, that combined view of all the shipments. Now, of course, as we just saw, if we go back to orders and we open up one of these orders, if I'm looking for an individual shipment or invoice related to a particular order, I can get to there directly from within that order, as opposed to having to search through that full list of shipments or invoices from all of my orders. Okay, then finally, let's go back to our Manage Customers. We're going to open up one of these. Let's look at this RB201 customer. So in here, customer information, we have that option to log in as customer. So if I press that, then we actually bring the sales rep into, we log them in to that particular customer's account on the appropriate store on the front end of Magento. And once that page is loaded, you can see a little information snippet here at the top of the screen that I'm currently logged in as Robert US Test Customer 2 on the B2B website. And from within here, I can essentially do exactly the same thing that my customer can do when they are logged in to Magento frontend here. I can access the customer's order history, invoice history, review their RMAs, review their existing addresses or general account information, and I can also go ahead and search out a particular product and add this to cart, and then go ahead and process an order for my customer on their behalf, just as if they were placing it on their own. So that's a quick overview of the sales rep module from LeanSwift eConnect from version 15.3. Thanks for watching.